Oh well, viewers, I'm back with another piece of crap. This is a flea market find. I got it today for £15. I know it's quite a lot, but I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. I know I shouldn't. It's getting a bit cramped in here. Or as the Russian woman from Carry On Behind would say, cramp it. So, what is it? Well, firstly, I'd like to play the little game of Guess Who. What made you think it is? Hacker? No, not going to be a hacker, is it? Dancer? Well, could be, but no. Is it an Alba? No. Bush? Well, could be a bush. No. It's the make of His Master's Voice. This is all rusty, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Well, I obviously can't do anything with this, but I'm sure we would. I really like the pattern on here now. It probably won't show up on the video, but it's gold, red, blue and black. And there's a few little... shows them up on the camera more than it does in real life. You've got your pilot light here, which comes on when you switch the volume on. Treble off on, bass, volume. Now the volume isn't too good on this machine. I think it could be capacitors. I've just got this unit. It's now nearly 5 o'clock. I came home with it at about 12, and the first thing I did was have my dinner and then had a chat with my mum. And then I bravely plugged it in and the auto changer wouldn't work. And in fact it wouldn't turn round either. But it was I'll show you what was the problem with it later in the video. It's also got an output for tape and an external loudspeaker. I've not tried these yet. Anyway, let's open the lid. The back latches were all there. They were just like taken apart. The screws were there and everything. It was just taken apart. Inside we have a BSR UA8 Monarch. No, it's not a UA8, is it? I always forget the mod numbers of my BSR auto changes. And it says 2008 HMV. There's the little nipper and the gramophone there. Not in bad condition. It came with the original cartridge. With the original stylus. Oh, present incorrect. Monarch. Off, manual, on, reject. Same story as the one in the Alba, which is under there. So, what can I say about this machine? Well, I like the blue Rexine. Is it blue? It's kind of a grey colour, I think, really, but it looks blue to me. Anyway, I'll show you what the problem was. So if I'll just put the camera down for a second, viewers, I'll take the platter off. Now, for you who's never seen inside a BSR auto changer, there's only about 2 main components. One, the drive gear, and that motion will drive this. And if I just move it myself by hand, you can see that if you move it backwards, forwards, if you push it all the way up, it goes down. Well, of course, it'll be much more smoother than that one there. See? So I need to put that all the way in there and put this back on. Oh, that was full of old grease. This was full of old grease. It wouldn't turn. That was full of old grease. And there, the tracks were full of old grease. It had just gone to licorice. No, it didn't go like licorice. It went like honey, really sticky, horrible honey kind of stuff. But that's all nice now, as you can see. That was full of old grease, but cleared that out. I soaked them in methylated spirit. That's what I do. Make it look nice. The second main component is the idle wheel. And the motor shaft is here, and the idle wheel moves up or down. There you can see 16, 33, 45, 78. This was, the reason it wouldn't turn is because that was completely seized. it's on its mechanism pivot, it was just completely seized. And the idler was all grubby and horrible. So was the inside of that, but I soaked that in some fairy liquid. Now I haven't done much cosmetically to this machine. It's basically more mechanically. So let's turn her on. This is a valve driven machine. If I just do that, don't know if you'll be able to see the valve. Let's try and get a glimpse, the outline of the valve, which the valve is there. Don't know if you can see that, but the top of the valve, the filaments, the big light in there is of course the light bulb. There you can see the valve heating up. There's the inside of the valve, there's the top of the valve. There. So I think knobs weren't crackly when I got it, I was surprised. Very well made knobs. Bass, treble. So first we're going to try this with the 78, which is one of my favourite 78s in my collection. On the Polydor label, it's Crazy Otto with smiles. Now I know Ivory's man will like this. So let's give her a spin. Just a bit of that. See, it doesn't switch itself off. That's another thing. Now, I haven't had time to look at that. All I did was basically, I was in the lounge, I didn't have much space. All I did was took the motorboard off, give this a wash. That was it basically. No restoration. So I'll have to look into why that's not working. Anyway, some 45s. Now it has a problem of doing that sometimes, it's unreliable. Now, I think I know why it's doing that. It's because of this arm system. I think we were working a minute ago. Trust me, it doesn't want to work for the video, does it, viewers? It doesn't want to work for the video. I'll have to do it by hand. It's hard one-handed. God, this is going on for 8 minutes now. Right, anyway, we'll see if it'll stack after we've played a bit of the first one. Let's see. No, didn't want to do it. Doing it a minute ago. My granddad calls these auto changers impatient sods because of all the auto changing. He don't think they're very good for your records.